There it is. Hey, everybody. Super excited to be back. And I've got my friend Chris from Denver, Mr. Denver or Mr.
Yes,
Colorado.
ma'am.
Awesome. Here, and I got the pleasure of getting to know him through Donald Porter. So, another shout out to my friend Donald Porter. Thank you so much for doing the introductions. But super excited. And then after I met Chris, he sent me a referral like a week later. So, thank you for
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is like a win-win-win all the way. But Chris, I really appreciate you and appreciate you being on here with me today.
totally. Happy to be here with you.
Well, fabulous. Hold on. This says something happened on Facebook, and I'm not live on Facebook. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me see
Okay.
what's happening there. I have never had problems with Facebook before.
Oh, no.
I know. So let's see here. Of course, I don't know my password. Holy cow. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I should have. I did not. Sorry about this. Did not plan on this being a problem. But Facebook is kind of an important place because that's where most people watch it. So let me get this up and going. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Now it had to text me a code. I hate all these two-step verifications. I am so sorry. I should have known better than this. Okay, let's see if we can get it up and going now. Okay. It looks like okay. I think we're good on Facebook now. So yes. So nobody got to hear me. So thank you, Chris. Thank you for being on here with me today. And thank you for
Yeah, of course.
for the introduction. And I have heard so many really good things about you. Funny enough, Donald's one that introduced us, but Eric was just in town and he was telling me everything about you and that he had the pleasure of getting to meet you. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but he told me all about you and how you bought those amazing properties in Destin and how you're making so much money with that and how you're such a cool, religious, down to earth, good guy. So,
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
yes.
Eric's a good guy. Donald's awesome. Donald and Julia are some of my favorites for sure. Eric actually called me last week. He told me that you had a story for us.
Oh, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really good story. I'm showing him homes. I can only make this, this stuff up. Have all my stuff. So I usually go, like every agent, and I have like 25 things in each hand. And we're walking, and it was a beautiful property with the most beautiful landscaping, perfectly edged out landscaping to where there is like a 2-inch edge around the sidewalk, around the driveway. I mean, it's gorgeous. I have both hands full. I'm talking to Eric and Ashley. They're looking at houses. They're kind of thinking about maybe buying here. And I am not looking where I'm walking. I'm looking at the front porch. I'm looking for the lockbox. I'm talking to them. And I landed perfectly on that perfectly edged sidewalk. And I ate it with the dress on.
Oh,
Dress
no.
over my head. I mean, I didn't like a little bit fall. I did not like
Oh, no.
fall. I like flat out ate it like this. Like,
oh, no.
Just kind of sat there not knowing what to do. And Eric's like, are you hurt? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think my ego is really bruised.
Oh, man. Thank God
Really,
it was Eric.
yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure that he got to see everything that nobody else should see except for my husband. Sorry. It was very, very, very embarrassing. So anyway, yes, thank goodness it was just Eric and he laughed about it and helped me
That's
out.
awesome.
And I tried not to cry.
That's awesome. Nice.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. Anyway, it was interesting. So I'm glad
That's very cool. What's that?
So I'm glad he shared that with you. I'm very glad. It's rare that I actually eat it in front of people, but I just really truly ate it. And the funniest thing is like when they looked behind me, they were like, "What did you fall on?" And I'm like, it's just, I landed perfectly on that gorgeous grass. So,
Nice. Nice. That was a good bonding moment between you and your client there. That
yes,
worked out well.
it was an excellent bonding moment. Oh my goodness, I'm just now seeing all of these people saying hey, say hey to everybody. Look at all these people we have. Good. Washington State and Utah, and look at all this love, Colorado and South Carolina, and thank you to everybody. And oh my goodness, and Eric shared it with me too. So great. I'm glad that
Nice.
you're telling everybody about my
Nice.
fall. Okay, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that.
Hey, all of our friends are logging on. That's awesome.
Yes, yes,
Hi,
absolutely.
everyone.
Yes. So, Chris, how long have you been in real estate?
I've been doing this 13 years. I got in, I did construction for about 5 or 6 years. I just did home remodels with my own business. And after that, I got into full-time fix and flips. And my father-in-law was actually my realtor at the time. And in 1 year, I paid him 50 grand in commissions. And
Wow.
he's like, Chris, you got to go get your license and do this part on your own. And so I actually went to real estate school just to do fix and flips. While I was in school, the instructor said, hey, go on Facebook and just put a simple post that you're in real estate school. And if anybody is looking to buy or sell, to have them call you. And almost immediately, my group pastor, where I used to volunteer at a youth group here, and he reached out and said, hey, Chris, don't tell anyone at the church, but we're actually moving to California and we want you to sell our house. And I was like, I don't even have my license yet, but let's figure this out. So I already knew what brokerage I was going to. I went and talked to the mentor they paired me with. We put the listing agreement under her name. I had no pressure at all to pass my test, but I passed it. And I had my first closing 2 weeks after I got my license.
Wow. That's an amazing story. Nobody ever has a
And then,
story like that.
no, it usually takes people forever. And then I ended up closing 17 that year and found out very quickly that in this business, people don't really give a crap about what you know. It's if they can trust you. And I spent my whole life building that trust. And the real estate part is easy.
Yeah, you're right about that. They have to know, like, and trust you. And if you already have that sphere of influence, that center that already knows, likes, and trusts you, it is easy to roll it into real estate. You're
Totally.
like, so then so from construction to realtor and had an amazing year, 17 homes in 1 year. That's amazing. Have you born and raised in Denver?
I am. Yep. I'm a native. I'm one of the few natives left here. A lot of people have fled state for multiple reasons, but yeah, it's nice to have a sphere that I've known for some people almost 40 years now.
Wow. I'm born and raised in Wilmington, and it is really much of an anomaly. Hardly, I'd say less than 5% of the population still live here that I grew up with.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know if we're that low, but it's very rare that I run into a native in the wild for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. Whenever I hear Jenny Kane, so Kane was my maiden name, and Jenny was what I was called until college. So whenever I hear somebody say Jenny Kane, I'm looking around knowing it is somebody that I haven't seen since elementary school.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, and it's usually my voice. It's usually my voice that they recognize because apparently it's uncommon. So they
That's awesome.
voice, like, whatever.
That's your signature.
I guess it is. Yeah, my oldest daughter sounds just like me, so it's interesting. People used to make fun of her when she was little, and I told her, I was like, tell them it's sexy, tell them it's Demi Moore, because people made fun of me when I was little too until I hit high school, and Demi Moore was popular, and they were like, "Ooh, you've got the Demi Moore voice," and I'm like, yeah,
love it.
That's right.
That's awesome.
It's all in perception. But so then 13
Totally.
years, 17 your first year, and then now. How much do you sell, and where's is it still sphere centered?
It's 100% sphere.
Okay.
Usually sit around platinum. I was platinum for, I don't even know how many years in a row. And then the last couple of years, I definitely took my foot off the gas. Started getting distracted, squirreling like us agents like to do, looking at other things. And this year I shifted back and really, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about with the work-life integration is I've made my job not feel like a job at all. And I've done that by integrating everything I do into my network or into my marketing. So that's really, that shift made me love the business all over again because I'm working with people that I really want to work with. I'm working with mostly friends and friends of friends that are people that I like and want to hang out with.
Wow. So then when you said all of your stuff goes into marketing, what kind of marketing do you do?
I don't do a whole lot of traditional marketing.
Okay.
Most of my marketing is just making sure I'm top of mind whenever somebody's thinking about real estate. So I do a lot of networking. And I'm kind of, I don't know if you know Larry Kindle and Ninja at all, but I want to make sure that I'm always top of mind like a ninja. So whenever somebody thinks real estate, I want them to think of me. And I've done that a lot recently through just different networking groups that I've either started or become a part of and really plugged into and dedicated time to those groups. There's a group here. We live out in the forest where there's no like real town where we technically live. We live close to Castle Rock. A lot of people have heard of Castle Rock. Mm-hmm. And so I spend a lot of time in Castle Rock for church and kids sports. And I just got involved in this group called Dads of Castle Rock. Mm-hmm. And I've been going there for a while now. And a lot of days I didn't want to go because there's usually at least 4 or 5 other real estate agents every networking event I go to. Of
course.
And a lot of those guys have been going for years. And I was like, I have no chance. These people are never going to use me. They've already built up this relationship with these other people. And just me going over and over and over. Well, sorry, I lost you there for a second.
Yeah. I hear you now. You froze for a second.
Okay. Yeah, just going. I've just been committed to go. And last week I closed 2 deals from that group. And so all the time has been worth it. And I've actually started some other networking groups from people I've met in that group. And we've actually started a men's ministry from a bunch of the solid core of that group as well. So now I'm on the leadership team from men's ministry, came out of that group. So
wow, that's amazing.
It's been amazing.
That really is amazing. Well, let me ask you, so what, and I'm asking you for personal information and for an agent on my team who does a lot of networking. When you go to those networking events, and I told her it's about consistency, always showing up. Mm-hmm. Do you come ready to talk real estate? How do you kind of so that you're there for your
totally,
but
yep.
So you're representing real estate, but you're also there as a whatever the group is, dads and
so my mindset on those groups is I have to give before I get anything. Absolutely. So when I go to those group, my listening ears are on full blast. I want to hear where the needs are in the group and see if I can help solve some of those needs before I ask them anything in return. And so as a realtor, all of our clients know we've got a nice little black book of rural resources, contractors, that kind of stuff. So over the last 8 or 9 months that I've been going there, I've been sending those guys more business than I've been getting, obviously. And that's the best way to build those relationships. And then the second thing is I make time and I make it a point to do one-on-ones with people in those groups. If you're just trying to build relationships by going to that group twice a month, it's never going to happen. But if you grab somebody from that group and say, hey, I kind of like this person, I'm going to take them to coffee and get to know them better, that's when the referrals start to come in, especially for for this group that I'm in. And then one more kind of silly trick is so in our group, we've got about 40 or 50 guys that meet for that group. And on my way to that meeting, I will practice my elevator speech in my car by myself. I probably look like a total real just talking to myself in my car, but I want to make sure that I'm hitting on points that I want them all to understand and know about me. So sometimes it's a story that I'll tell. I don't just say, "Hey, I'm Chris, I sell real estate." Like that's boring. I'll talk about one of my videos. So on this last one, and this kind of ties into another part of what's got me fired up again this year is doing a lot more video than I've ever done. And so I've got this really cool story that I told the group last week, and I met this new seller because he randomly found me on Facebook and he watches some of my videos, and he called me and I was like, "Hey, how'd you hear about me? Did someone refer you to me?" And he goes, "No, I just found Facebook. I watched some of your videos and I just liked you." So
wow.
And we did the listing appointment. It was the old, it looked like a barn. It was like a barn style house. And so I wanted to make a really cool video with it. So I made a pretty cool video that went semi-viral on Instagram. It got 10,000 organic views.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
It was great. It has 17,000 now, but that's because I boosted it later. But it was 10,000 organic. Ended up reading something in this Dads of Castle Rock group. And actually, not even him. It reached his wife. And his wife came to him and said, "Hey, look at this house." And they ended up buying the house. They didn't have an agent. So I saved my seller a ton of money.
Wow.
And was able to double end the deal for them. And yeah, that video story's been a lot of fun. And then I made a silly follow-up video with that house, like a drone video of that house, and then a goofy video of me dancing that I made with CapCut with AI.
Okay.
And that one also got like 4,000 views organically.
I'm gonna have to go find your Instagram and go find these. I should have had
you follow me on Instagram. I would love that.
Yeah, I'll have to go. I'll be 17,001 or whatever. I'll get you there and find it. But no, that's awesome. And so then, and you have children. You said you have children.
I do. Yep.
How old are your
3
children?
kids. 11-year-old boy, a 13-year-old boy, and a 2-year-old baby girl.
Oh, so you finally got that girl?
We finally got the girl. Yeah. And actually, if you're watching my Instagram, you'll see the video where my wife found out we were having a girl, and she was so freaking excited. It was awesome.
I bet she was. Oh, and do the boys just totally just love every second of having a girl?
That age gap was amazing because, yeah, the boys treat the girl very differently than they treat each other.
Yeah, I bet
for
so.
sure.
Yeah, right. Sure, it's like the big brother thing, even at a young age.
Yep.
No, that's awesome. And does your wife work, or is she?
No, we've been very blessed that she can stay home and manage the house and
that's hard.
Take care of the kiddos. It's been awesome.
Yeah, that's hard with the 3 kids. That's amazing. And I was looking at all these. It's funny. Hillary was talking about when you practice your elevator speech in your car. She said, as long as you don't fight with yourself, which is
totally. Yep.
Yeah. And then Nadine says she has 2 boys and a little girl for the 3rd time, so she understands that excitement. So that was super fun. And then so then your balance is because you're putting so much time into your networking in your networking groups, and then it doesn't seem like work.
Totally. And then another big part of having that work-life integration for me is I love hosting people. And so we do about 10 client events every year.
Oh, wow.
And it's technically work, but for me, it doesn't feel like work. Like this Saturday, we actually have our biggest event of the year, which is our cornhole tournament. Ooh. And we usually have about 100 people that come out to our property in the forest. We throw bags. I get a food truck. I've got, I think 5 sponsors lined up for this. So my sponsors help me pay for the food truck, the bounce house, the face paint lady, all of it. Then I build deeper relationships with those sponsors too. So that whole event is awesome. I actually had one client who brought their neighbor with to that event, and their neighbor had just moved from California and had a house to sell in California. They ended up selling that, and they needed to do a 1031 exchange. So they bought 5 investment properties here in Denver, and I helped them buy all 5.
That's amazing. Talk about return on investment. Holy cow.
Yeah. So I was like, this works. I'm going to keep doing this. So now we do 10 a year. Like I said, the last couple of years. Say that again.
We 10 a year. Like we do about 4, and I love doing them, but it is planning. It is time consuming, even if
it is. And my wife is freaking awesome with all of that. So I would say that's probably her job on top of being a mom, is planning my events. And she's very good at that. We did an event this year that, man, she knocked it out of the park. We did a tequila and chocolate tasting event for my VIP clients. And we had, I think we had about 10 or 12 couples over at our house, real like intimate setting, but we tried some really good tequilas, and she got all this crazy chocolate from all over the world. And so that event was super fun. And we did another one. We did one last year. We skipped it this year because we did the tequila and chocolate, but last year we did a paint your spouse event for Valentine's.
Oh, that is hilarious. So is it like a wine and design type thing, but with the spouse?
Totally. Yep. So we hired a paint lady to come in and kind of guide us through it, sat across from each other. And I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
So and how many couples did you have?
So for that one, I think we had about 15 couples. And then right in the middle of the event, I did like a cool like game show type thing that I put on TV. And so it was like trivia questions, like how well do you know your spouse? And a lot of it was real estate related, but it was so much fun.
Oh, wow. And then did you give prizes?
Yes.
Like little prizes. Oh, that's hilarious.
We had prizes for that. I can't remember what we gave them, but we definitely had prizes.
Well, that I might steal that one. I like that idea. We do our biggest one. We do 4, and they vary in size. But the one that the people like the most, my clients like the most, is we'll do. It started off being a costume party. It's an animal costume party.
Okay, cool.
And you bring whatever animal you want to. Some people will like catch a little minnow in their ditch and dress up the water bottle like a shark. I mean, people get super creative, but all the money that we raise, which is usually about $5,000 to $7,000, goes to Pender County Animal Shelter, which is a non-kill shelter.
Oh,
and one
super
of our
cool.
only non-kill shelters here. But we'll have all of our vendors donate a $500 gift basket, and they'll just one of them is like $500 worth of different bourbons. It's all this kind of stuff, and then we raffle that off.
I love that.
And then all the money goes to them. But it's the event that everybody talks to each other, which most of our events, people don't. I mean, they talk to us, but they don't really talk to each other. And it's the one event that people mingle a lot. And I think it's a camaraderie of the costumes and the animals and,
Yeah. And that's the gold right there, is when they talk to each other.
That's right.
Because you're the one common denominator. So they're probably talking about you and how they know you.
That's exactly right.
And
awesome. Another one that I used to do, I need to start doing it again, is I would just have 5 or 6 people together, and I would do it on Wednesdays. And there's like a little older home that they turned into a very eclectic, like little wine store right next door to my office. And we'd have like 5 or 6 people, and I would organize them by either the zip code they live in, either their age, maybe the age of their kids, something that they said, something I would put them together. Maybe it's a hobby that they like to do. Maybe it's a location of town they live in or whatever. I would organize it. But after I did that, 2 different times I had where they later told me one group still does a Friendsgiving every Thanksgiving. And there's those 6, I never get invited. But it's those 6 people that I introduced them to each other, and they were like,
That's cool.
thank you so much," because, we're a second market town, we're a beach town. Most
Yeah.
people come here as to either retire and buy a home that way or as a second home, as a vacation home. So usually when people come here, they don't know anybody. So I think, I always say I'm a matchmaker. I'm a
That's
matchmaker for
awesome.
you and your house, for you and a painter, for all the different vendors we have, like you mentioned, but also trying to help you find friends
Friends.
too.
That's
So,
awesome.
you know, but I haven't done that. It's a little bit harder to organize because then I have to really go through and spend a lot of time trying to pair
That would be
people.
tough.
Yeah, sometimes that could be hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very fortunate that a lot of my friends are here year round.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
That
that
is
helps. Oh yeah, funny story about or not funny story, awesome story about the Paint Your Spouse event. One of my sponsors for that event last year, just this last weekend, sent me a $2 million buyer referral.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
So how did you find the person that did the paint? Like, did you go to like one of these wine and design
I
places?
just went, I just went to Facebook and said, hey, who knows a paint person who does paint parties? And
Okay.
one of my clients chimed in and had this awesome lady.
I think that
She was
that sounds like
perfect.
so much fun.
Yeah.
They're
It was
thinking
a
my
blast. We'll definitely do that again next year.
yeah. And then it's fun because it's a relatively small, intimate group if you have 15 couples.
Totally. Totally. So I think about five of my events out of the year are like VIP events where I invite pretty much only 8 clients. And then the rest of them I can pretty much send out to my whole sphere.
Yeah. So
And
what
then
considers them a VIP? How do they become a VIP client, Chris?
if they've sent me, I kind of use the Buffini method to grade
Like
grade them. So if you've sent me multiple referrals before, they become A's. Yeah. B's are kind of people who have used me but never sent me a referral.
that maybe used you multiple times.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good idea. I think I could do smaller parties. I was actually thinking of scaling back the parties and making like one really good one. It just gets to be, my daughter does a lot of it for me, but it just gets to be organization, a lot of organization.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah.
And cornhole is by far the most difficult one we do. The rest of them are really easy. And the whole idea isn't to throw an extra, for me, like I'm a simple guy. I don't need to throw an extravagant party for them. Like one of ours is movie night under the stars. I literally fill the garage fridge with beer and juice for the kids. Well, juice for the kids, beer for the adults.
Yeah.
We get a big inflatable movie screen and the kids just sit on the lawn and watch a movie. Like
So do you have a lot of,
literally takes,
do you have a lot of land? Does your house have a lot, like you're doing everything at your house?
yeah. Yeah. We have
Wow.
6 acres. And we kind of created this house as a hub, and we love having people over. Last year we built a really nice. I'm looking out my window. Sorry, like you guys can see what I'm looking at. We built a pretty nice garden, and so we had like a garden party last year where we invited clients and we gave them a meal up in the garden. But
That's awesome.
it's kind of, that's what that whole integration thing is like everything we do in life can kind of make it a mingling event.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
that's what makes it not feel like work every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Your clients become your best friends. And then do you use it as a tax write-off?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. I went to Melissa Spencer in Dallas, Texas. I went to her house. She might not be in Dallas. It might be Houston. Anyway, I think she's in Dallas, or Houston. I think she's in Houston. I'm sorry. All of a sudden I got my stories confused. I'm pretty sure she's in Houston. But we went to her house.
Houston, yeah.
Had a big pool, the shape like Texas. And then she has a separate building and she has client events and everything. And she was saying how she used it all as a tax write-off. And I thought, that's a really good idea.
That's genius.
Yes, my house was on one-way street, no parking. I don't think it would work out, but I like the idea.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely bought this house based on hosting events like this.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
someday they're going to build a big party barn too.
See, I love it. I love it. Maybe I'll just
Yep.
buy the land and put a party barn there.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
just host parties there.
Say that again.
I said maybe I'll just buy some land and put a party barn there and just host parties there.
There you go.
See,
Yep.
I love it. Well, awesome. Well, anything to wrap it up, Chris? And I love to get to know you and thank you. Thank you for your
Yeah,
time
absolutely.
and referral, and thank you for everything. But anything else that you have to say to wrap it up?
One of the things that I've kind of noticed in the business is burnout is pretty bad. And what shifted that for me was doing this whole work-life integration. So I didn't feel like I had to make 10 or 15 business phone calls every day.
Yeah.
And if I was making phone calls, it was to invite people to an event.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a lot more fun than just calling and saying, hey, do you want to buy or sell a house? Like that gets old after a while.
Yeah.
And so I actually, when I was kind of squirreling, I went to school to be a business coach through John Maxwell.
Oh, wow.
And so now I'm a certified business coach with John Maxwell, and I kind of do a little bit of that on the side. And I'm building a 8-week coaching program that is all about building a business and a life that you actually enjoy, and kind of to help avoid the burnout. And it's a pretty unique mix of the Buffini methodology, John Maxwell, my personal life experience, and then I also have a business degree in management. And so I'm kind of putting all of that stuff together, and I'm going to build an eight week program to help people shift their mindset. So if anybody's interested in that,
when do we start that?
I'm still building the program right now. So my goal is to have it ready for the fall.
Okay.
And so, yeah, if anybody on here is interested, please send me a DM and I'll add you to my interest list. And then I'm also taking on one-on-one clients. So if anybody's looking for some one-on-one coaching, I would love to chat with them about that as well.
Yeah, that sounds like great opportunity and great way to fall back in love with your business and do it through friends and networking and working with those people that you love and not making those cold calls that so many people hate to do.
Totally. Let's make you love your business again.
I love it. Yeah, that's perfect. And give you time with your kids too, right?
Totally. For me, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, you had said that. Yeah, Eric had told me some things about you too, but he told me you were a strong Christian and that no matter what was in your Yeti, not to let you lie, it would be tequila. And that you're a really nice guy. And he, like I said, he enjoyed getting to know you. So good.
Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate that. And thanks, Eric.
Yes. So I think that's really good. And I'm so glad you've got this 8-week program. So when you get an idea of start date, let me know and I'll start posting about it too, because I'm sure it would be very beneficial for any and all of us to do it. So I'd love more information on it.
I will do that. Thanks, Jennifer.
Absolutely. Bye, Chris. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course. See you guys.